Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Welcome, friends and neighbors. Come on in, grab a seat, grab a seat. We welcome you as we always do when we come in. Like and share. Invite folks over onto from your platform um, on over here. And I am trying to find, I guess I need to go to the right date, trying to find the hot topics that I want us to talk about. But good afternoon, good evening to you. Like and share, like and share. We would certainly appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for being so supportive. We certainly appreciate you. And while you are liking and sharing, I will do the same. I just want to encourage you today. Um, Let me see, share to a page. And I know, let's see, a friend's timeline. Hello, hello. Welcome. We're going to have a good conversation tonight. We just want to talk about what's happening with you, of course, but we also want to talk about kind of procrastination. Let's just say it that way. Procrastination. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out the best way to send this to someone. Maybe I can send a link. Here we go. Copy link, and then I can email it. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for coming in, for chiming in. We ask that you like and share and come on in. Let us know where you're watching from. That'll be your first assignment or task uh, for tonight. We are live right now, and so we appreciate it. Appreciate the conversation. Please like and share. Where are you chiming in from? Where you're watching from? We certainly would love for you to share with us where you're from and uh, your name. Just say hello and just type that in. We are live right now. While you're liking and sharing, I am doing the same. So I certainly appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Come on in. Come on in. Like and share. Like and share. Well, this afternoon, I'm going to on here so many different ways and different times. Just want to let you know that we are on. We are live. I keep sending this to people. How are you? How are you? Like and share. Like and share. Let's see. One more person I'm going to send it to. And if they can jump on, that would be great. Hey, where are you guys chiming in from? Who's on? Certainly appreciate it. We are live. And if you can tell me where you're in from, just want to see. Hello, hello. Hope you guys like and share, like and share, like and share. All right, let's talk about this. Oh, I wanted to find out. We did a couple of, I want to say hot topics, but I'll say trending topics today. And I wanted to share those with you. But of course, oh, here, it came up now. It's going to say, of course, the phone isn't working, but how was your day today? I wonder if it was busy. Do you guys have a snowstorm? We're getting ready to watch out for a snowstorm. Hello, Brenda. Thank you for chiming in. We certainly appreciate it. Always here with us and enjoying. Thank you so much. Hello, Katrina. We want to share those of you who are in and just hanging out with us. We certainly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in. All right. Oh, I don't want to do this one. Okay, let me find another one. Sorry. We have a community that cares about each other. Thank you for the thumbs up and for the hearts. We appreciate it. Would love for you guys to just add your 2 cents and join the conversation. If you're sitting in a chair, might ask you to scoot over so other people can get in. We welcome everybody to the community. The gates are open, but if we do have a security guard at the gate, and he will put you out if you make a ruckus in the community. So we just want to have a good time with all of you. These stories are just outlandish. Some of them I just don't think that it would be appropriate for us to talk about, seeing as how we are a family show here. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to look at and see. Some animal rescuers in England got innovative to rescue dogs. They used a drone with a sausage Okay, that's nothing. All right, how have you guys been doing? Let's do it this way. How have you been doing? What I wanted to talk to you tonight, and you saw the title, things that unsuccessful people do. And we're not going to go through all of them. I have a whole list. I wanted to do a video on this anyway. I've got a whole list of about 9 things, and it talks about things that we do to ourselves or do to our situations, like even the body language and taking care of ourselves. That's even part of it. But I just wanted to run through a couple of the things that unsuccessful people do. And if you find yourself, or if we find ourselves in any of those categories, that we need to change our behavior so that we can become successful. First of all, I want to ask you, if you can put into the chat, what are some of the things that you think unsuccessful people do? What are your when you see people who are unsuccessful, or people who are stuck, people who are leveled out, people who are not able to make it to the next place, to the next level, talk to me about what do you think are some of the things that they do that keep them and keep kind of that stronghold on them and keep them in the places that they are. Go ahead and put it in the chat. What are some of the things that unsuccessful people do? Hey, hello, Marilyn. Thank you for chiming in. Certainly appreciate it. Ask all of you to like and share. Thank you so, so much. We're talking about things that unsuccessful people do, and we want to know what you think. So go ahead and put it in the chat. What are some of the things that unsuccessful people do? We have one that says they have lots of fear. Sometimes it is overcoming fear, fear of failure, fear of what will happen, fear of what if I don't succeed, fear of what if I do succeed. So a lot of people are grappling with that. One thing, let's see. Another thing, you're on a roll. Appreciate that. All right. They talk themselves out of moving forward. Absolutely. You want me to send you a link, Katrina, so that you can help us have this conversation? I know that this is what you do a lot, of helping people move forward in their businesses and getting unstuck from where they are. Oh, this is a good one, Marilyn. Insecurity. Absolutely. Not believing in yourselves, not thinking that you're able to, that you have enough to do what you need to do. Insecurity, not feeling like you're able to handle it. Ooh, this is a good one. Maybe they've been put down. A lot of people, that's one thing that we have learned. I've learned that just talking to people and being around people, people have gone through a lot of things. And sometimes they don't look like what they've been through. And so you just never know how people have grown up, the conversations that they've had, people that, you know, are really, like you said, pulling them down, or maybe they've been put down by maybe their parents, or even, by a family member or a spouse or what have you. You are absolutely right. This is another good one. Low self-esteem. And that really is how we view ourselves. And so sometimes that keeps us from moving forward. Well, here's one that I found, and we can talk about this, and I want you guys to chime in. Things that unsuccessful people do is procrastinate. Procrastinate. I hope I spelled that right. Procrastinate. Okay. Procrastinate. Anybody have any input or anything they want to? Oh yeah, this is what I was getting ready to say. How do you define that? Wasting time on things that don't contribute to their success. And a lot of times that is us moving our focus from where it should be to where it needs to be. Absolutely. You put your energy in the wrong things. Procrastination. Let me see. Procrastination, and that is really a time killer. That is that is a time killer. And procrastination is something that keeps you from moving. I know sometimes when I don't necessarily want to leave the house or go to the place that I want to go to, and you need to recognize this in yourself. I have to self-talk. I have to talk to myself to get myself motivated and focused. But if I'm dressed and I'm getting ready to leave, and I know I have to be somewhere at a certain time, but then I start like pedaling around, or I'll start like cleaning off the dresser or cleaning the bathroom, or I go in the kitchen and I'm like, oh, let me unload the dishwasher or whatever. And then I'm like, Kim, you are pedaling. Get out of the house. That's what I know, that I don't really want to go to the place that I need to go to. And I am procrastinating. I'm really slowing down the inevitable, because you're going to have to go anyway. So show up on time and before time, and don't get there late. But I will like pedal around, and I know that about myself. So when I see myself doing things that don't even make sense for the timetable. Like, why are you cleaning off? Why are you unloading the dishwasher when you need to be walking out the door? Look at the time. Why are you trying to clean up the bathroom when you know that you need to be going out the door or getting dressed? Why are you trying to do a load of laundry when you need to go? So I know that there are things that I do subconsciously that cause me to procrastinate when it's something that I really, really don't want to do, which says to me that there are things that I have to be mindful about, the things that I say yes to. And I'll share, think about and apply that to your own life. You need to be mindful about what you say yes to. You need to be mindful and really know that your heart and your mind line up with the things that you're availing yourself to. Otherwise, you are going to be in a state of procrastination. Let's see. What did you say? You always want to clean when you have to leave out the door. Absolutely. That is so me. So one thing, think about that. Procrastination, and what it's saying to you, it really is sending a message. But honestly, that is something that unsuccessful people do, is procrastinate. And all procrastination really is a voice. Procrastination is has volume to it. Procrastination is saying something. And so we have to get still enough and mindful enough to think about, why am I procrastinating? Why don't I want to do this? Why don't I want to walk out the door? We need to pay attention to what procrastination is saying. That is my point there. You guys are good. I'm loving this so much. Thank you for being so interactive, because this is a good conversation that we can have with one another. The second thing that unsuccessful people do, because that's what we're talking about tonight, things that unsuccessful people do. The next thing that I found, and this is in no particular order, the next thing that I found was unsuccessful people complain. They complain. They see the negative all the time. It sounds, they have the victim mentality. They sound like a victim. You guys chime in on complaining and how it can hurt you, complaining about this, that, and the other, about everything. What about the victim mentality? Or it holds you hostage. Have you ever thought about that? Complaining holds you hostage to where you are. Those are some of the things that people who are unsuccessful, some of those things that people who are unsuccessful do. They complain. I want to encourage those of you who are just coming in to like and share and subscribe, depending on what platform you are watching on, and we would certainly appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for contributing to the conversation, and thank you for the hearts. We absolutely appreciate it. Let's see what you're saying. Yes, the complainers are the worst. I know. Don't complain. Make it your business to see things from the bright side, no matter what it is. Like and share, no matter what it is. Make it your business to see it from the other side. So those who are unsuccessful, they complain. And it says we can see the glass half full, or we can see the glass half empty. So I want you to put into the chat, do you usually see the glass half full, or do you usually see the glass half empty? Tell me that. Do you see it half full? Put half full or half empty. We have to learn to change our language because our minds are listening. Oh, I love it, Katrina. You could do a seminar on this. Love it, love it, love it. Half full or half empty. Always half full or half empty. How do we see it? Let's see. When we see it half empty, or do we see it half full? Let's see. It is our choice. It is our choice. We have a choice to see things half full or half empty. The other thing is negative or positive. We always have the choice to find the negative and positive in every situation. So what do you see immediately when you see a situation, no matter what it is, no matter what the situation is? The grocery store is packed. The parking lot is full. You have to park at the end of the parking lot. Do you automatically see the negative or the positive? Just be honest. Do you see the negative or the positive? I thought that's what you meant, Katrina. When you see it half empty, that is a sign of really you're looking at the negative part. So put in the chat. I see things immediately when I look at something, I see it negatively or I see it positively. Put that in the chat, negatively or positively. What do you see? That will tell you whether or not you're in the pathway or the mindset of being a complainer. And listen, this is a no judgment zone. This community is just about learning and educating ourselves, and we have conversations, and a lot of times we end up in the kitchen and cooking, doing different things. So we are here to learn on all fronts. So this is not anything that's going to put you down, but I really want you to think about where you are. Are you in the category of being a complainer? Did you know that holding grudges is a waste of time and a waste of energy? Holding grudges. I know sometimes we have a right to be upset with people. We have a right to be upset with situations. But when we hold grudges, it doesn't bode well for us. It doesn't at all. It holds us up and it doesn't hold the other person up at all. You're focusing or sending your resource. You're focusing and sending resources or sending complaints to resources. How do I write this? You're focusing your resources in the wrong direction. I'll say it like that. You're focusing your resources in the wrong direction when you complain all the time. Absolutely. All right. The next thing is things that unsuccessful people do. We're going to get through a couple. I think this is the last one. The things that unsuccessful people do is, drum roll, always late. Da-da-da-da. I got to get better at that. I'm not always late, but if one of my friends are on here, she'll say, yes, you are always late, but really I'm not. But unsuccessful people, all complainers. She said all complainers make me itch. Exactly. That is funny. Unsuccessful people are always late because being late is verbalizing something. It's almost like the procrastination, like you don't want to get out of the house. But being late. Now, listen, I know that some people, you've got your kids, you've got, some of you are single moms or whatever. Give yourself a break. Not even talking about that. But there is something that can be said is if it's just you, that you have to get out of the house or you have to go somewhere and you're late. And I'll take the fifth, but I'll admit I'll fall on the sword on that one. I am late to quite a few things, but sometimes it's stuff, I don't know. I'm not even going to say it's stuff that I don't want to do. Sometimes I'm just trying to do too much. Let me just say that. Just trying to do too much. Let's see. Brenda is saying, I try not to be late. I hate to be late. I know people who are like that. Again, like I said, if one of my girlfriends is on here, because I did send her the link, she'll be like, yes, you are late. You are always late. And really, I'm not. I think it's just in her mind. You are not valuing someone else's time when you are late. That's what I've heard her. She said that. I don't know how am I affecting somebody else's time when I'm late? I guess they could be doing something else, but it doesn't mean that I don't value your time. But I know that's what people say, that it means that you don't value the other person's time. So I'll take that. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking through my notes. I already said all of that. Listen to this. John Maxwell. I knew she was on here. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not always late. And she's like, yeah, you are. Okay, you got me. I knew it. Okay, because we have other things to do. Exactly. I have other things that I'm doing. But I get what you're saying. And I could have been late too. John Maxwell says that chronic tardiness, okay, let's say chronic tardiness. That's the same thing as always being late. John Maxwell says that chronic tardiness is subtle rebellion. What do you think about that? And I got folks cross-talking in here in the chat. They're saying hello to you, Miss Courtney. Oh, and that falls the subtle rebellion. John Maxwell says chronic tardiness is subtle rebellion. What do you think about that? Is that true or not? You're saying that it is true. It's rebellion. That's a strong word. Rebellion against doing things that you're supposed to do. Rebellion against honoring someone else's time. What is it? Rebellion. Ooh, this is a good one, Katrina. I used to always be late to church. Then God got me. Wow. That's heavy. That is huge. But I never thought about it being rebellion. Courtney is saying hello. We're having all these side conversations, y'all. Keep up, catch up, everybody. Like and share, like and share. We want you to share this with your friends. We're going to have this conversation. Do you guys think that chronic tardiness is subtle rebellion? I just think that's a huge word, but that's what John Maxwell says. Some research shows that being chronically late shows lack of self-discipline. I'm so talking about myself. Self-destructive behavior. Wow. So some research shows that being chronically late shows lack of discipline. It also shows self-destructive behavior. And one researcher showed, or one research outcome shows that latecomers are, what's this? It has that they have tardiness. They have a tardiness gene engraved in their personality. Do you think that? Okay, let me see. She's speaking to the rebellion. Maybe rebellion to the other person's agenda and what's important to them. Rebellion. Okay, I could see that. But I've never thought about it as being disrespectful or rebelling against the other person. I've just thought about it. I guess I've been consumed in my own thoughts. I'm trying not to cough. No corona over here, y'all. No corona. But I guess I never thought about it not affecting, because I know that it affects the other person, especially if they're waiting on you. But I never thought about it as being disrespectful, and I never thought about it as being rebellious. I've never thought about it as being uncaring about what the other person has had to do. I just never thought about it like that. And so maybe this is an area of growth for me today, and you all are a part of it. Thank you very much. Thank you. But moving on to my little notes that are stepping all over my toes. Let's see. Have tardiness. I don't know. Rude, lazy. And they're saying like this. Research shows that latecomers are also rude, can be lazy, and inconsiderate. Interesting. It makes a person look careless and unreliable. Is that true? When people are always late, does it make them look careless and unreliable? Man, this is heavier and deeper than I thought, because I never thought about that. Being late makes a person look careless and unreliable. This is chronic tardiness. It will leave with you a question. Let's see, insight. What if we get, okay, what, anybody? Nobody saying anything? Are you thinking? You're having a woosah moment like I am? Okay, those were only 3, and I think that's all that I put on this list. Oh, wait, somebody's saying something. Hang on a minute. Kenneth, what do you say? You agree with that? Wow. Okay. Appreciate your input, being always late. Anybody else want to chime in? Let's see. What are you saying? Well, at least people that are always late live longer. I've seen that too. People that are always late live longer. They live longer than the other person because they're not all stressed out like the other person is. I've seen that also written somewhere. I'm trying to make sure I got all my notes. Those are the 3 things that I wanted to talk about. about people, things that unsuccessful people do. I've got a whole list of like 12 of them, and um, things that unsuccessful people do. The first thing we talked about was procrastinate. They absolutely procrastinate. Let me go back. You were just saying exactly. They procrastinate. And then also unsuccessful people complain. They complain. We talked about that. Seeing the glass half empty, not seeing the glass half full. And then we also talked about things that unsuccessful people do. They are always late. And that was the thing that we just kind of ended with. Again, I have a list of about 12 of them, and we're not going to go through all of them. We're just going to stop right here at this. But I do want to say that maybe I'll do another video and y'all can just look at the video, because next week I think we're going to cook something. I think I'm going to do some vegetarian meals. I saw some great vegetarian breakfast. Like if you don't eat meat, that I saw some vegetarian like ways to make bacon. I want to try that. And then also some tofu eggs. And so maybe we'll do that next week. That's kind of in my head. But we're going to stop at those three. But I may just do another video that you guys can watch later about some of the rest of the things that people do, unsuccessful people do. Again, tonight we talked about the procrastination. Those of you who are just coming in, we appreciate it. Like and share, and subscribe. Things that unsuccessful people do. They procrastinate, they complain, and they are always late. John Maxwell says it is rebellion it's a sign of rebellion. And all of these things, if you think about it, all of these things are saying something. When you procrastinate, you're saying something. When you complain, you're saying something verbally and non-verbally. And when you're always late, you're saying something. So if you find yourself in any of these categories, think about it and think about the changes that you can make in order to make yourself successful. These are things that unsuccessful people do. So if you're finding yourself stuck in an area, then maybe look at what you're doing and how your life is moving or not moving. It might help you get unstuck. And so obviously I need to make some changes myself. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys before we're end, and we are going to wrap it up in just a minute, unless you guys have something that you want to share, because I definitely appreciate you, is what I call the pearl of wisdom. And so I'm going to share this with you. What you see affects what you think. I want you to think about that. What you see affects what you think. So what do you have in front of you? Yeah, you said it right. Get unstuck. I love that. I know some of the comments are a little bit behind. So if you guys make a comment, that's fine. We'll go back to it and share it with everybody. But what you see affects what you think. So I want you to think about the people that you have around you. I want you to think about the things that you do. Think about the environments that you put yourself into. What you see affects what you think. And what you think affects what you say. So think about that. What you see affects what you think. What you think affects what comes out of your mouth. So think about the things that you're saying. If you always see the glass half empty, if you're always complaining, if you always walk into a situation and immediately see the negative side, think about that. What you see affects what you think. What you think affects what you say. But what you say affects how you feel. So those who are, who always seem to be in a funk, maybe think about what you're saying. Think about what you're thinking about. I know I have friends who go to therapy and all that. And one thing that one of my friends mentioned to me is sometimes she'll have intrusive thoughts. And thoughts that will come into her mind and she knows that she's not going to walk out those thoughts. But what she has to do is think about what she's thinking about. And if the intrusive thought is something negative, then she has to make an effort to think about something positive. And therapist told her to be mindful about the thoughts that come in her mind and don't just mull over them. Don't just meditate on them. You've got to do something about those thoughts that come into your mind. You have the power to do that. You don't have to just think anything that comes in. And some therapists label it, I'm saying her therapist labeled it as intrusive thoughts, those thoughts that just come in. Don't play with thoughts that will take you down a spiral place of depression, or maybe that you may want to injure yourself or something like that. When you have intrusive thoughts that are not positive, then you have to, on purpose, think of positive things and things that are going to allow you to move forward, to be better. So what we see affects what we think. What we think affects what we say. And what we say affects how we feel. I want you to think about that process, because everything is connected. What are you saying? Just a note to you. Appreciate this sharing every week. I try to think positively, but sometimes negative thoughts can come in. What I think you were saying can come. Negative thoughts come. And I understand that. Absolutely. Think on purpose, positive thoughts, positive thoughts. I know that there are some people in here who are Christians. Think about the Bible talks about think on these things, think on things that are positive, think on things that are good report, think on the positive things. And if you just want to get a book of positive messages or what have you, you have to fight for your own life. You have to fight for your own, and I want to say sanity, but I'm using that loosely. You have to fight to put yourself in a good place mentally sometimes. And sometimes it is hard, but it helps with the people you're around. It helps what you listen to on the radio. It helps when it comes to the things that you watch on television. We have to be mindful of those things. When I'm like in a sad place or whatever, I don't go watch sad movies. I don't. I just stay away from them. I watch happy stuff. I watch stuff, and it may be like me putting my head in the sand, however you want to call it. But if I need to get through a place, get through a season, get through a stretch, then I'm going to do what I have to do in order to keep me in a good place. Let's see, something else. She is writing, write down what you are grateful for each day. That helps to stay positive. Absolutely. Even if it's just 5 things, even if it's just 3 things, write down each and every day what you're grateful for. And what's going to happen is you're going to start out like, okay, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have a bed to sleep in. But the more you do it, you're going to start saying, oh, I'm grateful that I went to the doctor and had a good report. Maybe you had a bad report the last month and the doctor told you to make some changes. Then that will become a part of your grateful list. So make sure you are being proactive. Make sure you are fighting for your positive health. I'm telling you, because if you don't fight for it, nobody else is going to fight for it for you. I heard somebody, and I think it was Oprah, saying there was like this speech thing that they had on Facebook going around, and it was on here. She was saying, or it might have been Instagram. Anyway, she was saying, if you're sitting around waiting for somebody to come and rescue you, they're not going to come. You have to be the captain of your own ship. You have to put on your, gird up your loins, and you're going to have to fight for yourself each and every day. If you're in a relationship or not, you still are going to have to fight for yourself in order to move forward. And I think I did. How you feel affects. Oh, this is the other thing. How you feel affects what you do. And what you do leads you down the path of destiny. So I'm going to go back and say all of this together, because I did break it all up. What you see affects what you think. What you think affects what you say. What you say affects how you feel. How you feel affects what you do. And what you do leads you down a path to your destiny, or to a destiny. It may not be what you want. It may not be the destiny that you want, but your life is a series of choices. Every day, give yourself permission to make choices that will put you in a better place in your future. You have a right to do that. Listen, we only have one life. one life. This is the only time you are going to be on earth that I know of. And so make the best of it. You don't have to succumb to the things that people have said negatively about you, even when you were growing up, or even friends or whatever. You can make the choice to live a good, positive life. You fight those intrusive thoughts. You make the effort because you are worth it. You are worth it. You would fight for your children. You would fight for your spouse. You would fight for somebody that you love. You would fight to keep them out of a negative place. Do it for yourself because you are worth it. We love you over here in Kim's community. I didn't even mean to get into all of that preachy stuff, but I'm glad I did. This is a good one. So be encouraged and know that you are not alone, but also know that you are valuable. You are valuable. You are valuable. You are valuable. You may want to even say that to yourself. I am valuable and I'm worth the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Know that you are so welcome, Marilyn, and to all of you who are here. I'm telling y'all, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Seriously. Don't let people put you down. Don't let the past put you down. Stand up for yourself. Even, from within. Read books that are encouraging. Read books that will help you build your self-esteem. Get around people who help you, who encourage you to be a better version of yourself. When we're around different people, we are different versions of ourselves. Be around the people who make the best version of yourself come forward. I like that. Be blessed and be a blessing. Absolutely, Marilyn. That's a great message. You be blessed. You take care of yourself. You put yourself in a good position so that you can also be a blessing, not just to yourself, but to those around you. Be the light in the room. When people see you walk into a room, hopefully their eyes will light up and they'll enjoy the fact that they're in your company, and not when they see you coming, it's like, oh boy, here she comes, or here he comes. Good grief. Be the person that carries the light, because I'm telling you, even though a lot of people have gone back to work and and we've got these new variants coming in, with the COVID, and some people seem to be back to normal. A lot of people are not. There was a study that I saw that depression is at an all-time high. And maybe that's why we're having this discussion tonight. Depression is at an all-time high. And depression doesn't always come out as you laying in the bed, not wanting to get out of the bed, although that could be how depression comes out of some people. Depression can be eating too much. Depression can be not eating enough. Depression can be sleeping too much. Depression can be not sleeping enough. Depression can be, it can show up in your body, aches and pains. You're holding stuff in and you're not letting it out. Depression can manifest in different forms. So oh yeah, that's a good one. Depression can show up as shopping excessively, whether you go out to the store or you're online shopping. Depression can be, depression can come out even in complaining and procrastinating, and even always being chronically late to things. Depression can come out in those ways. So because we all are just trying to focus on what we need to do. We're trying to make sure our bills are paid. We're trying to make sure our kids are taken care of. We're trying to make sure we're eating healthy, to make sure we don't get the corona and all that. Let's see. What are you saying? It can be the effect of COVID it can be the effect that COVID had on one person or on someone. Absolutely. Depression can come out in many forms. So the point is, what I'm saying is, what am I saying? What was the point? The point is that there are high rates of depression, is what I'm saying. So be mindful of how your body feels. Be mindful of that. Sometimes, I do know this, my mother is a registered nurse, and she always talks about drinking water. I do know that sometimes we feel like we're in the sunken place. Sometimes we feel like we are shutting ourselves down a little bit, or we're tired, or our joints are achy. It's because we don't drink enough water. We have got to drink water because it makes your limbs, not your limbs, what do you call it? Your joints. It makes your joints, it lubricates your joints, especially if you're taking medication. Some of you are on, or maybe on, like high blood pressure medicine, or whatever kind of medication the doctor tells you to take. You need to drink water to, one, allow that medication to flush through your body to get to the areas where it's supposed to be, but two, so that it can flush out of your body, so it doesn't just sit there and sit in your liver and or your kidneys. And I don't know which one it sits in, but it's sitting somewhere. If it's not coming out your body, it's in you. So when you drink water, though, it flushes you. And so that is really, really, really important. Drink water. Make a pact with yourself. And I think this is the last Thursday in January. So this is a good time for you to make the changes that you need. I'm looking at my calendar. Yes, we're having this discussion on time. Okay, let me see. What are you saying? It says we have to be mindful about depression in ourselves and in others. Absolutely. So check on people. Those people that you think are strong, and those people who always have it together, and those people who never ask for help, or seemingly they don't ask for help. Check on those people, because those people are also struggling with something. Check on your parents, check on your loved ones, your sisters and your brothers, check on even your children. They're saying that there's a high rate of depression and even anxiety in children. So sit down and have a face-to-face conversation with your children, and even tell them, look at them. And I've done this with my nieces and nephews. I will look them straight in their eye and tell them, or in their eyes, they have two eyes. I look at them straight in their eyes and tell them, I love you. I am here for you. I am fighting for you. If there's anything that you need, come to me and I will help you. And there is something that I want to say physiologically, not changes, but there is something that happens to a person's body, and it even builds up their self-esteem when you look at them in their eye and you tell them something, you give them a positive affirmation and you tell them something positive, especially if you tell them that I love you. How often do you even say those words? Do they hear that? I'm telling you, you can make a difference in someone's life by doing something that easy and that simple, by saying I love you. It may not even be easy to say I love you. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, it can make a difference. It affects so many organs. You're right. We were talking about drinking water, Marilyn. You are on it. Drinking water affects organs. What you make a pact with yourself beginning the 1st of February that you are going to drink half your body weight in water, because I'm telling you, it will help you stay healthy. It'll help flush some of that stuff out of you. And as Marilyn says, it affects so many organs. It'll flush you out. Get you a cute little cup, and when you get tired of looking at that cup, go buy another cup. Whatever. I psych myself out by buying cups, and I didn't even ask y'all what y'all are drinking because I didn't even bring my cup. I got a little teacup up here. But whatever you have to do to drink water, do it. Sometimes I like rice cakes, and I like the plain rice cakes, and they're dry and it makes you thirsty. But then when you get a tall glass of water with some ice in it, it's like being outside on a good summer day, hot day, and you're so hot and you're like, oh, I just need some water. I'm telling you, whatever you have to do in order to make yourself drink water, psych yourself. Get a cute cup, or eat something that's going to make you want to drink water. What else are you saying? Let's see. Maryland, healthcare workers are leaving their profession. They are, because they're overwhelmed, because of anxiety, because of, even some of them are depressed. And if you think, I didn't think about this. If you think about it, people who are in the healthcare industry, especially during this COVID thing, they have to be by the bedside of maybe 6, 10, 12 people that die in a day. Think about that. If they are in the medical field, they are watching their patients that they've cared for pass away. That can affect you mentally. That can affect you emotionally. So I am encouraging you to make sure you take care of yourself. You were answering something else, Katrina. Yes, we just had one. You were answering something else because that was a late post that I'm pulling up. Marilyn is saying amen. And Marilyn is also a retired nurse. Okay. She's speaking from experience. Listen to the nurse. Listen to Nurse Marilyn. She's telling you it affects your organs. So, guys, don't insulate yourself. Don't isolate yourself. I know that we have to be careful about the people that we're around because of COVID, that we don't want to get, connected. But if you can go out and just take a walk in your neighborhood, go out and do that. If you can go out, and even if you just want to walk around the mall, go and do that. And then you're around people. If there is a safe way for you to volunteer somewhere, get connected with people, and make sure that there's somebody that's there to call and make sure you're okay. If somebody doesn't hear from you for a couple of days, you don't want the police to come because, somebody hasn't heard from you in a month. Well, you don't want it to take a month for somebody to realize you're not around. So connect with people. You have as much responsibility to connect with someone as they have a responsibility to. They don't really have a responsibility to you, but unless they're your friend. But you have a responsibility to connect with people. I'll put that on your shoulders. We have a responsibility to connect with people. It is important that we make ourselves known, and that we're just not living on this island by ourselves. And one of our friends, he wasn't a friend, but it was somebody that I knew. He ended up passing away, and the man was in his house. I want to say it was for 2 weeks, and nobody even knew that he was dead. He was in his house dead for 2 weeks, and nobody knew. There is no reason, with as many people that as there are in this world, you have got to connect with someone. What are you saying? We have to be the community. Absolutely. We appreciate you being a part of Kim's community. If we don't see, there were a couple of people who used to come on, and maybe their schedules changed or what have you, but I don't have their phone numbers. I can't call them to see why they're not coming on anymore. Or, maybe they go back and watch the replay. I don't know. My point is, you need to have connections with real life live people so that they know that you are okay. Seriously. I didn't mean to get into all that, but maybe there was a reason I said all that. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Stay connected with us as much as you can. I try to bring you guys things that are going to help you, that will encourage you mentally and emotionally, but also I want you to eat well. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live well because you deserve it. I'm telling you, you are worth the effort so much. So I think we are going to thank you so much, Kenneth. Appreciate your support. I wanted to say, appreciate that. Like and share this link. You can share this with your friends on your pages. And Brenda is saying, I wanted to say healthcare workers are so needed. Yeah, my daughter is one, and they are short staffed. Absolutely. They are. We have a lot of people in the medical field in our family, and they say it that they are just stretched. They are really, really stretched. Some of the hospitals are, they don't have any more ICU beds because there are so many people there. So do what you can in order to keep yourself healthy. And I think that's all I have to say, y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves big time. We appreciate you chiming in. Thanks for joining us. And I will say this, because I did put up a message on Sunday, because we used to come on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. and then also Thursdays at 8 p.m. But since my schedule has changed, I don't have to get up at 4 in the morning to go to work. So we will not be seeing each other on Sunday mornings, but we are going to come hopefully with some power-packed messages and encouragement on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. So put it on your reminder on your phone. And when you come in, be ready to chat, because this is a community that thrives on conversation. And so we certainly appreciate it. Absolutely, Katrina, a great community meeting. So we all are going to disperse back to our homes. Appreciate you guys so much for the conversation, for the input, and just for the insight. we really, 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 really appreciate it. So until next Thursday, we may be cooking next Thursday. If you guys have some recipes that you want to try or want us to try, we could do it together. Whatever that might be, put it in the comments, because I do go back and read the comments, maybe some that I missed, and I apologize if I did. But like and share this if you know of someone who maybe needs to hear the message that we talked about tonight, because all of us were a part of it. I loved you guys putting things in the chat. And it was so encouraging. So listen, you guys have a good evening. Know that this community, we care about you. Seriously, we want you to stay healthy and we want you to do well. Thank you, Brenda, so much. You are such a support. We really appreciate all of you. All right, guys, we're going to close the community center, so everybody will have to go home. And so the last person out of the center, please turn out the lights and turn the key in to the mayor. I don't even remember who signed up to be the mayor of Kim's community, but whoever's supposed to do that gets the key. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks for coming to the community meeting. We will see you next week. Have a great day, great evening, and a great weekend. Be safe out there and be healthy. Drink your water, half your body weight, and we'll come back and report to each other. Y'all have a good night. Thanks again. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.